marriage. A man should not write poetry about or to a woman. Ah, shit. Biggest literary mistake in my life. You see, well, and you see it everywhere. People falling in love. Well, it takes a hell of a long time to reverse that mistake. Especially if you document it on some piece of paper down at some office downtown. Fuck. There should be a national fund. Something to compensate for all the pain and suffering that, you know, a hard dick and a maternal impulse lead so many of our unfortunate fellow humans to suffer, myself included. National fund, fuck yeah. But I guess the single people would have to fund that. And I'm pretty sure I can imagine their response. Fuck that! I'm not paying for some other idiot's excess testosteronic impulses and the incubators and their driving need to ruin a virile man's life. Ha! The exploitation is criminal. Fuck that. I'm not pitching in for that fun. Fuck you guys. Well, how did we get here? It's quite a story. And it actually took millions of years to write this story in the human DNA and impulses. Evolution didn't count on modern medicine and the horrid outcome of people having to live together far beyond the hard dick and raging hormone stage. You know, back in the early days, it just didn't happen, you know. Yeah, you start fucking when you're young and spit a couple kids out, and a few years later, you're dead. Your kids are wandering around in the forest trying to avoid wild animals and dinosaurs. But now, we live to be, you know, long enough. Well, we live to be old enough. I wish I got longer as I got older. Not happening. But, you know, now we live old enough to fucking hate the people that we married. I mean, it's like, woo! Yeah. Oh, give me some weapons. So we got modern medicine. The ultimate enemy of all that bullshit poetry men wrote when their dicks were hard. You get past the testosterone age, you want to unwrite poetry. Fuck no! I never said that. I can't even write. Look, watch me. Yeah, you'll fake anything just to try to prove that you didn't make that horrible fucking mistake writing a poem. Now that we live forever, the best explanation that people can come up with for wasting at least 18 years of their lives, you know, depending on how many kids you have and how far they're spaced out, but at a minimum, it's 18 before you can kick those little fuckers out, those little torture machines. The best explanation everybody comes up with for, you know, sticking together is, oh, for the kids. We stayed together for the kids. They need to stop calling them kids. Actually, they're little torture devices, making men and women, husbands and wives, ex-lovers suffer for an unreasonably long time. 18 years minimum, okay, legal. I mean, you could off them, you know, when they're younger. I'd stick them, I don't know. You know, some parents do that. But anyway, so we got all these things going on between a man and a woman when you get together, you're living together, and you got some kids, and suddenly all the guards are down, and it's just, hey, this is me. And the other one says, well, this is me. And suddenly, the hard truth hits. And he says, she farts, but for the kids. And she says, he masturbates on the bathroom wall, but for the kids. And he says, she makes too much fucking noise when she brushes her teeth, but for the kids. And she says, he has ugly shoes, but for the kids. He says, her left tit ain't right, but for the kids. And this goes on and on. I mean, the list is endless. If anybody were to write it down, we'd need to chop a bunch of forests down and just to document all the shit that men and women hate each other for. That pretty insignificant shit that we all do and suffer. But there it is. Humans were not meant to live with each other for 100 years or whatever the fucking current lifespan is. And so, getting back to, the kids. By the time those needy little self-centered torture devices go off to college, you're lucky to not have been convicted of murdering and dismembering your spouse. And it seems the main reason it's like fear of prison rape gangs is probably the only reason a lot of women are alive today. Maybe some husbands too. I don't know if women fear rape the way men do. Getting raped by a woman doesn't seem bad to me. I'm not all that. It's like, okay, as long as she's not ugly. All right. But getting raped by a man. And that's probably the reason I never killed my wife. Well, I need to go on more about this whole concept of marriage and living way too long. You get to the point where you just want to fucking kill her. But I'll come back to this idea later. Signing off.